What's going on, everyone? This is Pablo with the Midnight Oil Bookstore, coming at you with a book review. Today, I'm going to be talking about Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. So the reason I bring this one up is not only do I sell it regularly, it was my first Dean Koontz read, and also it's kind of fun because anytime you see a Dean Koontz book with odd in the title, it means it's an Odd Thomas mystery, essentially. So I read this back in, I want to say it was late high school, maybe. It's been a while, but what's kind of cool is it's kind of continued on. So I think Brother Odd is book 2. Anyway, let's get into the book. So Odd Thomas himself is in this book, starts off as a teenager. He's like 15, 16 years old. And what he discovered is that he can see these black hooded robed figures kind of hovering around at certain times throughout his life. And what he attached to and realized is whenever he sees them, something chaotic happens. Someone dies, there's an accident. He sees like dead figures, I guess, or like people that have passed on, and he kind of helps usher them into the next life. So, but before he sees them pass away and ushers them on, he tries to prevent that from even happening. So it starts off, I want to say he's a fry cook in this one. So he works in a restaurant, and then he sees this Dementor-like, if you've read Harry Potter or watched the movie, this Dementor-like figure kind of hovering by, and right away he knows, something's about to happen. So after he leaves his work, he starts following this thing around, and it leads to a murder. And so now he's like, okay, what happened, and how can I prevent this from happening again? So what you notice and when you're reading this is that there's more and more of these Dementor-like things that pop up, and that means it's getting closer and closer to something else happening, whether a murder, a death, a massacre. And so him just being a good-hearted guy, which is kind of what makes him relatable, just wanting good things to happen for everyone. He tries to prevent this all from happening. So it's kind of interesting because as he's going in his day-to-day life, you learn that if he pays attention to these things, that they try to essentially attack him or kill him in indirect ways. I don't think they can actually physically do something. They just encourage people to act on kind of bad and ill intentions. So you follow him through the community. You see him trying to prevent this thing from happening. You see him interacting, trying to have a normal social life, but not exactly being committed because all of this stuff's happening in the background. And you kind of progress, and eventually the murder that he found leads him to this person, which ends up in this crazy, chaotic mall scene. And at this point, you're talking about dozens of these Dementors everywhere, and he's like the only one that can really stop it or give any hints of this happening. As you go into the series, he actually ends up befriending some people, and kind of people learn to trust his character and trust his instincts, his intuition. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a good series, easy reading. I'm going to give it a 7.3 overall, and I'd say most of the other books are probably in that 7 to 8 range. So if you read it, let me know what you think. Also, kind of a quick thing, they did make a movie about this. I believe it's on Netflix right now. Not that great, don't recommend it. But it's always fun to see someone's kind of artistic take on the story. So anyway, Dean Koontz, Odd Thomas, book 1. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. And also, as always, please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you want me to review next. So thanks for watching.